What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And we've left it late on purpose this time.
Let's go!
So welcome back everyone, and December's monthly review, which feels really weird saying that when it's the 24th of January.
Yeah.
This one was done late on purpose for once. We weren't just late like we usually are. The reason being is December was jam-packed for both of us, as was January. We also wanted to give Stephen a fair amount of time being monthly champion, and he absolutely deserved it with that ladder challenge as well. So what we're going to kind of do this time, because I think it would be unfair once we do this and Ray gets the votes in over a couple of days. Let's try that again. We're going to record January's on the 6th of February. We've put it in the calendar and everything.
Yeah, it's in the calendar.
I'm going to slowly start bringing it forward, so then when we do February's in March, that will be on the 1st. We've got it booked in, it's on the calendar, it's happening. So yeah, in short, whoever wins December monthly champion, they're going to retain the kind of the title right the way through until we do February. So December...
March.
So when we record in March for February's, there'll basically be two champions up to that point.
Yes.
December's and January will both hold the title, just to make it a little bit fair for those winners. So let's say enough of the old waffle. So yeah, before we get on with the good stuff, of course, thank you very much to my patrons and my channel members. Of course, without you guys, none of this would be possible. So yeah, I say this every time, but this actually isn't going to take very long. December was quite weak for both of us, really, wasn't it?
I think actually my December was better than my November, though.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right, because November was the first time in a while you had no platinums. Yeah. And I think, did you get, well, we'll see, won't we?
Of course we will.
Couple in there.
Couple
of platinums. So yeah, we'll move through with my stats. Obviously, they're a bit outdated because I'm reading these as of the 24th of January, when this really should be the beginning, but... to hell with it. So 709 trophy level, we're now on 18,315 total trophies, with 479 platinums, 3,217 gold, 4,121 silver, and 10,498 bronze. 551 games played, 451 completed to 100%. Again, ignoring these stats a little bit because I have started a few new games, which is drop this. We were at like 95.3 or something.
Not making excuses.
Oh, I love an excuse though. I love an excuse. And same for the unearned trophies as well. Trophies per day, it's slowly over time dropping because of no more grubs. But speaking of grubs, I might have to do a couple. I'll get onto that. I'm not really, but I'll explain. Views 8,211, and then we've got some world and country rank stuff for you there, which is slowly going down. So if we bring this down, a few of you guys, by all means, if you want to pause it and see what I've been smashing through January, feel free to do that. But I am going to leave it until we do the next one to talk about it in depth. I'm actually just going to bring it to sort of hear it. This is pretty much it. So there's not a great deal to go through, as I say. So the first platinum, it's the only one as well, isn't it? I think. It's literally the only one. There should have been another one, but glitches and all that stuff, which we'll have a look at. So Hot Wheels Unleashed. It feels like forever ago. I'm like, what was that game about again? No, it was absolutely unbelievable. I only put it on as a bit of a stopgap, just to have a bit of fun in between some other games, and I ended up having a lot of fun with it to the point where I literally didn't really play anything else. It was just that. Yeah, loads of fun. I don't think the 5 out of 10 difficulty is about right. I'd probably put it as a 3, a 4 tops, even if you're not really accustomed to racing games. But yeah, loads of fun. I think the only frustrating part of it, and we've talked about this a lot, I don't think it's right when you've done every single trophy in the game, you've done everything that the game has to offer, and then you've still got a grind at the end for one trophy, which ends up being as long as the actual game. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just not proportioned very well. I feel like, finish the game, you've done everything, maybe a little bit of a grind to get it over the line, but why should I race for another 25 hours getting parts for the rest of it? It was just parts. So what I did with this is I bought the DLC. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it anyway because I'm a completionist. I thought we'll pick up the DLC. I'll work my way through the Batman stuff, and I've forgotten what the other DLC was now, but it was pretty fun. Anyway, I enjoyed it. So yeah, I thought I'll do that, and surely while I'm doing the DLC, I'll grind my way through and get the gears or whatever they are, and the coins and stuff, and I was still short. So I found myself just repeating the very first race and just doing that on a rinse and repeat. And yeah, really fun game, but I just hate it when you're forced
Cool
to...
graphics though.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, all the little scratches and
like
markings.
if when you bump into something as you play with the car, it like actually scratches it even underneath.
Yeah.
At the base of it, like a toy car would. It's clever.
I did really enjoy that, and although there wasn't a lot of areas, I think there's like 6 or something, each area had enough track variation to keep it interesting. But yeah, great game. If you haven't played it, you like racers, go and play Hot Wheels Unleashed. What about this next game?
Right, we're not talking
Rebecca?
about it because I'm absolutely sick to death of hearing you, to be honest. I'm sick to death of listening to you.
So we we decided to pick up another joint game because although you still haven't got around to finishing Sackboy, we wanted something else to...
Alright, rub it in.
We wanted something else to play together, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we got it started, and then just lead up to Christmas and everything else.
Yeah, there was just too much going on, wasn't there? And then, to be fair, I've not gotten into it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's...
Leg wobbles.
I'm going to be honest with you, it's compared to other superhero games, I think we've been spoiled a little bit with like how good Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
And certainly, I know you haven't played them, but like the Arkham games and things like that.
Yeah, I've seen the gameplay on it though.
Yeah, you've got like an expectation now, haven't you, in your head of like where the standard should be, especially now. I mean, when I think of how long ago the Arkham games are now, this should be better. It should be more refined, more polished, but it's just not.
I couldn't tell you what the storyline is. I absolutely couldn't say.
Because we haven't played it for like 6 months.
No, but even like when we... Well, I mean...
Yeah, there isn't...
Considering we only started in December.
There isn't much of a story other than... I don't think it's a spoiler. I'm pretty certain everyone is aware of the motivation for the game because a certain someone dies in the very first cutscene, and that creates the motivation for what's happening. But I don't think we've really got far enough to understand what's happening.
No, but I feel like we've been doing...
Yeah, we've been
we've been going and finding these clues.
What are they for?
I have no idea why. Because then when you go to the clue board, there's no new clues. And it's like, but why are we going around and beating these people up? Like, what is the purpose? Like, at least in Spider-Man, you know that you're going around to beat up the, like, criminals in that specific game. Because there's different ones for each game. And it's I'm trying to say it without any spoiling words. It's the current enemy cartel. Yeah.
This is the enemy cartel.
This is the enemy cartel.
I love that.
The current enemy cartel for that specific thing.
Yeah. And
I feel like this is just... There's some people beat them up. But run away from them because they're going to try and hurt you. Yeah. Like... Yeah.
It's... Yeah, and it even some of the graphics as well, I've noticed a few things where it's just not polished and rendering's a bit off. The bike controls. I mean,
I disappeared and I was just stood there and I couldn't do anything. Could I wait to close the whole game and restart it all? And
put it this way: if you weren't able to play it with friends or significant others, then I don't think it would be enjoyable in the slightest. You'd probably just want to get through it. But it's fun playing together and, you know, dropping into a base. And
apart from when he leaves me all the time.
That never happens. Apart from when we go, let's go stealthy, and then all of a sudden you set the alarm off.
No, it's you. Enemy. It's you that sets it off. I was like, right, I'm just on the top of this roof, and then you're like, oh, sorry, I've started beating them up. All right, okay.
Definitely.
Fine then.
Definitely doesn't happen. But yeah, we spoke about it yesterday. We looked back through the trophy list, didn't we? And we're going to try and get some motivation to get it done. We need
a long stint of it. That's what we said, didn't we? Like, if you're going to play it in a stint. Don't play like an hour or two even there.
I think we've had 2 sessions on it, and both of them were quite
like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's not enough to like sink your teeth into it.
We'll maybe have to have a good few hours on a weekend.
I feel like I said teeth and then did claws.
Like,
I'm really sorry if that laugh comes through really loud.
Probably. A little bit more Resi 6 grind with my boy Craig. Stop it! We're besties, alright?
Man crush.
Oh, he's awesome. Love him. Yeah, we've done a load of Resi 6, as I said on the previous monthly. Although I got the platinum, I did think it was a game that was never going to get anywhere close to the 100%, and we're getting there. We've got most of the trophies out the way, which are relatively easy. Some a little grindy, but what we've got left, it's going to be a bit of a slog. But we'll get there eventually. We've just prioritised a few of the different games at the minute.
The dreaded exclamation mark.
Yeah, there are other games that were, I won't talk about them now, that were played a little bit in December, like you got me Mirage for Christmas, which I started Boxing Day, but the majority of it was played in January. We'll talk about that next time. So we're just
a week and a half.
Yeah, in a week, very soon. So we're just going to finish mine off with Power Wash Simulator, which, yeah, absolutely loved it. I really did. It was unbelievable. I am going through my simulator games now, so after doing Bus Sim and realising how satisfying that was, I thought, let's give this a bit of a whirl. It was just meant to be something I could put on for an hour or two. When
got lost in it.
One of those games where, if you're on the party, in the party chat with loads of voices, you don't want to be playing something that's got like a heavy narrative. You just want something to mindlessly play and get trophies. And I end up loving it, getting up at like 6 a.m. and doing like 12-hour sessions on it. Really addictive, so satisfying, makes you feel amazing just watching that dirt come off. Just left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth with the bug for the career mode. So yeah, anyone who hasn't played it or who is probably in the same position as me, yeah, really frustrating because I was loving it. I even played the DLC as well, thinking, I'll do the DLC now. Maybe by the time I finish that, it'll have been fixed, and then I can just get the 100% done. But yeah, we're still waiting. I popped the last DLC trophy there, as you can see, 30th of December. So it's been some time. Yeah, really annoying. I still have the challenge mode to do. I've done 1 gold medal out of 5, but I just refuse to do the others until that career mode trophy's fixed, because if I go through the challenge mode and then I'm left with that trophy which I'll never get resolved, that will wind me up. However, a positive side to it, the same thing happened in April last year, and it was fixed. I don't know how long that took, but it was fixed, and the same thing has happened, all for them adding some stupid Christmas packing to clean something related to Christmas that no one wanted. So they've added that, broke this. Yeah, really annoying. So yeah, there are other games. I did a little bit more, but majority of it was done through January, which we'll have a look at next time. So yeah, a bit of a weak month, busy time of the year, isn't it, for a lot of people? It is what it is. But yeah, we shall move over to Becky's list.
Welcome to my page. It's going to be slightly better than last month.
Yeah,
it actually is.
It actually is, yeah. So, there's a few little bits in there. We're
at level 274. 1,379 trophies altogether. Feel like I've forgotten what I meant to say. It's been that long.
How do we do this again?
So, if we'd have done this at the right time, I would have only had 29 platinums.
Yes.
But I actually have 30 to match me age. See what I did there?
Getting on, my love, getting on.
So 202 gold trophies, 276 silver, and 871 bronze.
Very nice.
So 55 games played, 29 completed, 68.85% completion, and I feel like this is going up now.
Going up?
I think it's on the up.
The completion? I
think the unearned, yeah.
Yeah.
612 unearned, 3.02 trophies per day, which makes absolutely no sense in my brain. Because how do you get 0.02 of a trophy?
Easy. Like a little minor smidge of one. Just like the tiniest little bit.
No, can't do it.
Just an average, isn't it, of wrecking the joint? It's just the average of how many days you've had the profile against how many trophies you've got. Views. Cheeky 381.
Cheeky view.
Cheeky view.
Here's a cheeky view.
And you're in the green, unlike me.
Yeah, because you're rubbish.
Really?
Scroll me down.
Scroll me down. Scroll me down, partner.
Partner? To be fair,
oh, wow.
there isn't that much, actually.
You were proper bigging it up like you'd knocked out Super Meatball.
No, it was better than last time. Shut up, man. It's better than last month.
Oh, it is. You're absolutely right.
To be fair, I'm pretty proud of Disney Dreamlight Valley because it is grindy.
Yeah, to be fair, although there isn't an absolute ton of games on there, the amount of hours you've put into Disney Dreamlight Valley at this point, there could have been another 15 games on this.
Yeah, absolutely. I probably could have finished loads of my backlog.
Yeah.
Well, not probably. I should have finished all my backlog
yeah.
in the time it's taken, but I've really enjoyed it. Like, it hasn't felt like a slog.
Yeah.
It's been enjoyable, like, meeting all the characters, and, like, I've worked out how you just, like, get a character to tag along with you. Like, you just invite them to come and hang out.
Oh.
And as you invite them to come and hang out, you're mining, or you're growing plants, or you're fishing, which, adds on to your trophies because it's got to count on how many times you mine, how many times blah blah.
I like it when the game's got trackers in
yeah. So obviously that's tracking it. I'm getting all of that, but you're also getting friendship levels with the person who's following you around.
Oh, okay.
Because you get friendship levels, which means you get more Dreamlight, you can do more things, you can buy stuff and whatnot, and you had to one of the trophies was to have best friends as well. So I managed to get the best friends quite quick.
Yeah.
Because I just took them along with me. Wherever I went, I'd just do what I needed to do. And then if I happened to be like, oh look, I've mined these emeralds that I needed for this quest, I might as well finish this quest. But I'll just take this person with me on my journey, and I'll keep building friendship with them. And I think I figured it out quite well. I was quite happy with myself.
Yeah, like from sitting where because obviously I'm gaming here, and you're over there. I sometimes just find myself watching you. It does look really interesting. It looks like you're getting
the story
really well with it.
I did. It wasn't long enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, you've done. I remember. Yeah, you've done the story now, haven't you? And now
it just wasn't long enough. But I really enjoyed it, and I think that's why I ended up finishing it, because I just really wanted to know what was going to happen next.
Is it going to be your first Ultra Rare Platinum, or are you going to?
I mean, it depends.
Do you think you might get something else done?
I don't know, it depends, like, how quickly, if more people get it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it is that much of a grind. It probably will stay under 5%, but it has jumped up a little, hasn't it, since... Cause I think when you first started, it was 1.8 or something.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gone up a little bit, but as you say, it's that grindy. I don't think it's going to go up too far.
So although I haven't played many games, like you said, like, I've put in...
A lot. I don't even know.
I can't remember, it's like 60 hours or something.
70 hours or something.
Yeah. So 6 trophies, 9 left to go, but these are the ones that are going to take longer. I haven't gone back to it. Obviously, you can see I haven't been back to it since the 7th of December, like we said. It's been really busy, and then I was like, maybe I should try and get some other things done.
Yes.
Before I then come back to it. Gotham Knights, I don't need to talk about, we've already spoken about. And then Miles Morales, I was just like, I wanted to get 30, didn't I, before New Year? I wanted to get 30. I was going to get Sackboy.
Yeah.
But I'm just in the no death runs at the minute, and I was just like, I just couldn't be bothered at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And there was that one, the things that you could fish, and the umbrella and the paintbrush and that, and then that one guy you've got to find. Effort.
Yeah, it is a big grind, Sackboy.
So
I get it.
I wanted to get something, and to be fair, I still wanted to finish Spider-Man 2. Like we said before, I was still quite early in it, like really early in it. So only like 10% through, wasn't I? So I was like, I want to get Miles finished, and just because it's one of the easier ones to get finished, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I smashed that out. 2 months, 2 weeks in the end, but it didn't take that long when I started finishing it, did it? So I just missed out on getting that 30th trophy. I was going to try and get it, but I just couldn't. But that was a better month for me than November was.
Yeah, as I say, I know it's not a lot of games. It might look like it's not a lot, but
it was a lot of hours.
The graft that you put into Disney Dreamlight Valley was an awful lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's yours, and then we'll keep Spider-Man 2 for next time.
Well, January's looking better already.
Yeah, it certainly is. So yeah, that's mine and Becky's list for December. You can see it's that far into January. I'm like, what month is it again?
I'm still forgetting what year it is.
Yeah, where are we in it? What year are we in again?
Miss Rafferty, it's 2024, not 2023. I'm sorry.
That's what the kids are saying all the time. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed listening to us waffle about our Decembers. Now on to the good stuff, the monthly Platinum Collection. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the monthly Platinum Collection, starting strong, the legend Vigilant Crow. Would you like to do the honours, my love, ladies first and all that?
Go on then.
Not that again.
Doesn't get old.
Every time.
Age before beauty.
Age before beauty. Is that what it is? Fine, I'll start. It's 2024. Okay, so just 2 plats for me this month. Townsmen Kingdom Rebuilt. Phone game port to console where you build cities to achieve objectives. 30ish levels to beat, but it's almost impossible to actually fill a majority of them as there are no time restrictions on all but 3 missions. Very easy, ultra rare, but not the complex city builder I was hoping for. Rogue Legacy 2, very fun roguelike platformer, mechanically better than the first game and a longer game in general. The accessibility options really disappointed me, though will ensure I won't play any future games in the series. A platformer that lets you bypass platforming isn't accessibility, it's encouraging laziness. I agree.
Fair.
That is fair, I agree. Some nice rarities in there, 7.26 and 4.32 respectively. Awesome, well done Crow, well done as always my friend.
Then we're on to Marie. My best month yet in terms of numbers with 9 plats, 200% games and 4 DLC cleanups.
Wow, impressive.
So Lords of the Fallen, a reboot of probably the first and one of the worst Souls-likes that came out in 2014. Liked it way more, smooth and fast combat, complex level design and dark fantasy setting. Exactly what I love. It still has some weaknesses like the enemy variety and placement and a few minor and major bugs. Still, for me personally, the best Souls-like to date that is not made by From Software. Excel? Is it literally Excel?
Yeah.
A Zelda-like with an isometric... I knew you said Insomniac, I don't know why, I've got a Spider-Man on the brain. A Zelda-like with an isometric camera perspective, La Diablo and some Souls-like elements. Enjoyed it, but it's pretty low budget and janky. Janky. Quake 2, boomer shooter, question mark. Not really my type of game, but it was okay. Needed it for the A to Z badge, fair. Yet another Zombie Defense HD. The name says it all, short and fun. The Playroom VR, a VR mini game collection, probably more fun with other people, but wasn't that hard doing it solo actually. Abzu, a short diving adventure game. Which has a nice relaxing change of pace. Which was a nice relaxing change of pace.
Good Abzu, I like it.
What's it about?
Do you know the story? I don't remember exactly. You're just a diver and you're just exploring the depths and little puzzles and just exploring all the little fishies. Yeah, pretty cool. Well, you maybe have to try it at some point. Doesn't take very long, a couple of hours.
It's not platinum, is it?
It's not. It's not, unfortunately, but it's still worth experiencing, definitely.
Then we've got The Artful Escape, another short but relaxing experience.
Lovely.
Endling, a short, sweet but sad game. I don't think you should play it.
Yeah, it's on my list. I meant to talk about it actually when I was on mine. So when I said about the grubs, I'm not going to do any grubs, but in an ideal world. So you said I was on 479 platinums. I'd like to make Rebirth my 500th. I think it would be a cool milestone. So that means I need another 20 platinums between now and when I inevitably finish it. So been talking to Rob, he's put me a little list together of
He's such a legend with that kind of thing, isn't
honestly,
he?
Just pulls
so
lists
good.
out, just sits in bed all night, just like doing lists for everyone. I love it. But no, we had a little chat and we've talked about some games and some short but respectable platinums. So things like, we're maybe going to look at doing Endling. There's one called Tacoma, which is like a space kind of, which I would really like, and that doesn't take very long. And yeah, just a few bits like that where they're not just press X and the rarity is 99%. Things which are maybe between the 30% and the 60% mark. I'm happy to do that. Certainly no grubs, but I want to make Final Fantasy number 500. And if I stick to just doing AAA games, which I've been doing more recently, I'll never get there. And I don't want to put the game off. Obviously, when I play it, I'm playing that and nothing else. literally. And
what you mean you're not getting it?
No, not this again.
Can't afford it, we're going on holiday.
Cancel Florida. Come on, Marine Games.
Anyhow, so we've got HiQ Ace was aiming for the 10 plats or 100% games in 1 month with less than 75% rarity badge. We realised that the Artful Escape was above that, so we squeaked this in. Put on some music and puzzled a bit for an hour, why not?
I like it.
Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker, that was weird to say. My now rarest plat.
Ooh.
Good game, but the multiplayer part is really grindy and takes up like 95% of the time, as you need to do 1,000 battles with 100 for each playstyle, and you need to win 100 games in each game mode, except one, which really isn't that easy considering it's a 4v4 team-based game.
Wow.
Also, the game has a lot of broken DLC characters or moves, which makes it essentially a play-to-win game. So, well done.
Yeah.
So we've got Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, went back into DLCs last month, and the New Game Plus run this month. It was quite boring, I have to say. In my opinion, the game doesn't have that much replay value. Risk of Rain 2, they finally added the Survivors of the Void DLC to consoles, and what was a top 10 game of all time before, is now a top 5 game of all time. Spend over 400 hours on this game already on Steam, just amazing. It's a roguelike third-person shooter with an absolute banger of a soundtrack. A little bit disappointed that they only added one achievement though, as the Steam version has over 100, but oh well. Scroll me.
I didn't know if you wanted me to, because sometimes I start doing it and you're like, wait, I haven't done that one yet.
Tales of Iron, they added another free DLC, and I'm not a huge fan of the game base, and the DLC was boring too.
Game base?
The base game. How did I do that?
You'll have to forgive both of us. I mean, I don't know if everyone always knows, but I mean, as of right now, we're recording this at 9 o'clock at night, and we've both been up since like 5:30 this morning.
6:30.
Oh, well, we stayed in bed a little bit longer this time, didn't we? But yeah, most days it's 5:30.
I don't know why you're saying you're up then. I'm up then. You stay in bed.
You wake me up.
Nah.
Once that alarm goes off and you've snoozed 50 times.
4. Anyhow.
Yeah, so you'll have to forgive us if we stumble through. We've both been awake for 85 hours.
Remnant 2, another added free DLC, which was alright. Didn't add much, but the setting and boss fight was pretty nice.
Cool.
And then Marvel Spider-Man 2. I can see why people consider it a Game of the Year contender, and I really enjoyed it as well, but it only made the number 5 spot for me. I think there's still room for improvement. Sorry for the long text, I wanted to make it shorter.
No, I love going through that. See, now if you hadn't made your funny jokes about, a lady's face and then me, you'd have had Onyx. Would you like to have this one?
No, I want to hear you do actually. Can you do it as good as me?
Probably not. No, I think it's your thing, So I'm gonna. it's become part of the monthly now. How like the Seagulls have become part of my trophy list reviews. You've become one with the Onyx story, one with the Forest Dweller. So I'll do the next two. Go on.
Okay.
Have you fun?
I've only got one plat this month. Well, you shut up then. I've only got one plat for this month. I hate you.
I've only got one. I'm only messing, right? I'm not in the room anymore.
I've only got one plat for this month and no story. Oh, you can read it. I apologise.
After all that, honestly, I feel so rip. After we just had all of that little...
There's a reason why for. Read the reason why for.
Okay, so I've only got one plat this month and no story. I apologise, but there is a reason why for. And I blame winter and me not feeling up to do anything. Just laying in my bed and becoming one with it. I was going to play Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3 this month, but my back said, aha, you vacuous nincompoop. I'm going to turn you into an 85-year-old man. I love it. And it gave me low back pain, so I haven't played much of any game. I am getting better.
Good, I'm glad you're getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we want you to get better, but we want more stories. Absolutely,
yes,
we do. It's our favourite thing. The plot I got this month is Carto. It's a chill puzzle game, and I used a guide with it. Some puzzle was too complex for my single brain cell bouncing around playing pong with the cobwebs in my head. Though it was a fun game nonetheless. P.S. Bob the Elk is doing fine. Also, I think the tree who I ask for gaming knowledge is not happy with me for not having seen them in 2 months. So we still got some laughs. I still loved it. I do wish you all a happy New Year's, and I hope 2024 will become a great year all round. Oh, do you know what? Actually, it's just reminding me. That's fine. I'll come back to it.
Yeah. Rushy. Outriders backlog. Started with this with Leon and Ninja and decided to go on my own. The game is good, however, just not does get very repetitive. It's a looter shooter and it's fun at making a build and working out what skills to use, but going around the different areas doing exactly the same thing does get boring after a while. However, I do still recommend the game if you enjoy a shooter. Life is Strange 2. I was out of this for quite a while. I'd only heard of bad stuff. Oh,
interesting.
Really? And for the most part, I'd have to disagree. The story, whilst it has flaw issues, is still quite enjoyable, but I do agree with what people say about Daniel. What do people say about Daniel?
He's an annoying kid.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Just needed to read on, didn't I? He's an annoying kid where if you behaved, you could have avoided half the story. I mean, you're not wrong. And you want to punch him by the end, but all in all, good. Glad I've done it. Now have the series complete for this. Yes. Sorry. Now have series completion for this. Sorry. Well done.
Like Onyx, your one brain cells just like...
Yeah. So a bit of a slow month for me, but I wanted to thank everyone who's helped me this year with gaming stuff or real life stuff. I also hope you all had a good Christmas and wish you a happy new year.
Fantastic. Love that. Fantastic. So we have Koro. Got 4 plats this month. 7 Days of Rose was a cute visual novel. Root Film was a fun detective visual novel based around filmmaking. And The Last Campfire was a cute little puzzle game. Very good game for only $2.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Dollar bill, y'all. Is that going to expand? No, it's literally cut off there. I was hoping we maybe could have seen some rarities, but that's absolutely fine.
We're on to Dragon. Congrats to everyone this month and hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. Just 3 platinums this month and one of those being an auto pop. So Gran Turismo 7, bought this game when it first launched, was super excited to go for the platinum, but I was heavily disappointed. The game did get a ton better. The game did get a ton better within those 2 years with tweaks and fixes which made the game 10 times more enjoyable, and I'll probably still play it. Gran Turismo 7 again. Auto pop.
Blech.
I didn't do very well. Tried to pop.
Can't do it. I need to try.
Lego 2K Drive. First time playing a Lego game and I quite enjoyed it, besides the massive amount of collectibles, but it's still not as bad as the Lego Skywalker Saga from what I've heard.
Yeah, that is brutal. That is very, very brutal. But yeah,
very nice.
Very good little month. Yeah, Lego 2K Drive, nice ultra rare. And well done on GT7 Dragon. Love to see it. So we have Leon, Ape Escape on the Loose. Did this for the Christmas challenge. I'd literally done Ape Escape a week or so before, and this was the PSP version, so it was still fresh in my memory. Alright game. Lego Movie, the video game, only my 3rd Lego game with trophies on the account. I had a lot of fun with this actually. I wasn't expecting much, but I'm glad I chose to do it for the challenge. It actually inspired me to buy 3 more Lego games on the Vita to do. Nice. You have to let me know which ones you've gone for, Leon, because I do like a Lego game.
Quite partial to one.
Yeah, I mean, like Dragon said when he's heard about the Skywalker Saga, it's burnt me out a little bit. I'm glad they haven't released much in terms of Lego games like they normally do, because I would have held off anyway, but yeah, I'm probably ready, I think, to go back in. I don't know what that was. Ready? It's not as bad as you
rubbing off on you.
Getting your teeth stuck in. But yeah, so we have Dragon Ball FighterZ Z. Massive thanks to Ryan for boosting the online portion of the game with me. I thought overall that this game is brilliant, but the trophy list, 20 million Zenny specifically, was not great. I'm very glad I got the Zenny login bonus glitch, or I'd still be trying to get this plat now. Probably not, because we recorded this 8 years later, so I did had it.
8 years later.
Unturned, it's definitely a game. Thanks to Mark and Flick for the online boost that we did in September. Alone Musk, is it maybe music? I'm just thinking of it being a rhythm game and it mentioning. Yeah, so I'm going to assume it's Alone Music. It was a cheap rhythm game with a lot of classical music and some electronic music as well. It was an alright time actually. Geometric Sniper, Blood in Paris. This was very reminiscent of some Flash games that were about in the early 2010s, so that was cool. The find missions were terrible though. Find missions. So we've also got Venus, Improbable Dream. I really like this. Another visual novel where it seems like less than 10 people have actually read through on PSNP. I'm all for letting people play games how they want, but it seems like a bit of a waste skipping through them, as some of these visual novels have really nice stories. This one was especially good in my opinion. Geometric Sniper, the original one, thought may as well finish the series. PJ Masks, yes.
That's what I was laughing at.
Oh, was it really? Cartoon was so good. My final game for the Christmas challenge, God, it was terrible. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I found this extremely enjoyable. Was the Game Club game, and I was still in a bit of a Dragon Ball kick, so why not? I'm going to buy the PS5 version at some point as well and probably redo the plat. I enjoyed it that much. Nice. It's always good when you enjoy...
Oh, he's still going?
Yeah, when you enjoy something enough that you want to play again. Superbox Delivery, 39p for a driving game where you collect boxes. It was actually quite fun. Destroy All Humans remake. Not on the screenshot, but earned after the post. Can't be bothered reposting, so yeah. Alright game overall. Was a game I planned to play. Not sure if I'll do the sequel though. Gameplay was just average in my opinion, but the humour was good. It was a good month overall. Can't wait to see everyone's plats for January. Yeah, you've absolutely smashed it there, Leon. Really, really good month. Love that.
We've got Snow Tech holding on to the winter.
Just embracing it. I mean, he is. Isn't Bartek like? Isn't he Swedish or something? I'm sure he's. So maybe he's.
It looks snowy in the picture, right?
Yeah, it's probably snowing where he is. So it's just a standard name, isn't it?
Congrats to everyone this month. Great year with some really impressive plats this month / whole year. Really proud of everyone. Some new names to share, and I'm really happy that the community is growing. I hope everyone had a wonderful time with family and friends. Only good wishes to you and a happy early new year. Happy late new year. December wasn't my best month, but I need to say that I'm in Poland with my family since the 23rd of December. But still, I got good progress. Overall, this was a great year with 69 plats in total.
69? Oi, oi.
Let's bring
it's like
it
the Thierry
on.
Henry face. So he's like,
it is. Who got man of the match? Who scored that goal? Who got 69 pads?
Love that.
Anyway, so scroll me and then I can have a bit of it.
Sorry, had to be done. Wow.
So we've got Leisure Suit Larry. Like...
You're like, is my brain actually?
I was so ramped up for reading that, and then I was like, excuse me, what? Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams, Dry Twice.
Phenomenal.
Why?
Why not? That's what I say. Why not? There should be more titles like this.
Great sequel from the first game. I hope to see either a remake of an old game or a new story with Larry. I really enjoy the series. I'm really concerned.
Larry's a Chad.
I'm really concerned about what this game is about.
I'll show you later.
Oh dear. Zombie Army 4, I've just such a long time I finally bought and did all of these DLCs. Really cool mission. I'm sad that I couldn't play it with my homies, but literally no one plays on PS anymore. PC or Xbox. Still, thank you to Vigilant Crow for doing the Nightmare difficulty with me. He is a GOAT.
Certainly is.
And we've got Spyro 1 to 3. I finally played all Spyro games and they were really good. Of course, sometimes you died stupid and flying was terrible at some points. But still almost all boss fights one try. Cool story, lots of funny moments. Big W.
Big dub.
My ranking of all the games, Spyro 2, Spyro 1, Spyro 3.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, I think 1 and 2 are interchangeable. For me, 3 is definitely the weakest, and I think it's just because, for me personally, you're not always playing as Spyro.
Right.
So they went through with like a different angle where certain missions you're playing as, I can't even remember what the animals are now, but yeah, you're not always, it's called Spyro the Dragon. I don't want to be Bertie the Beetle or whatever it is. And I don't know what the other act told me, it was years ago, right?
Will you stop nearly hitting me in the face now, please? Like this. Scroll me. Stop it.
Stop it.
We've got Minesweeper Genius. I saw Aiden playing the game for a Christmas challenge, so I did the right thing and played it too. Cool little puzzle game. I had lots of fun doing it. Got some good progress in Deep Rock. Far Cry 5 will be 100 next year in Jan now. Right now, it should be 100.
It might be. It might actually be.
Thanks to Spud and Ryan for motivating me again to do.
I'm gonna, when we get these now, I'm actually not just gonna come straight and I'm gonna test you now. They could be like, start to become educational, these monthlies for you.
PUBG. Nah.
Don't know.
No.
Have you heard anyone refer to some PUBG?
Yeah.
Yeah, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Not
So
clear.
it's the Battle Royale. They're like Fortnite, but not cartoon.
Right.
It's like actual soldiers and stuff.
See.
But same principle.
I played.
Only you don't shoot people and they turn into a semi-detached house. What? On Fortnite, that's what happens. You start shooting someone and they just go. I'm now a 3-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms. It's like, that's not fun.
What?
Do you not know this?
No.
Really? That's what Fortnite is. It's building, isn't it? So you like. I could waffle on about. I'll show you later. But yeah, you can build houses and stuff while you're.
I know that you can build like people build stairs.
Yeah, you can build barriers and stuff, but some people are quite creative.
Anyway, I played only the last week before I went to Poland. Really good progress. I'm happy with it. Should get it in January now. You should have it now. That's it. The end of trophy hunting in 2023. Next year will be a banger. Trust me. Bartek out all the trust me.
Bartek out. I love that. Well done, Bartek. Love to see it, bud. We've got Aiden Sam, so 10 plats, 2 DLC cleanup and 1 100% game for me this month. Minesweeper Genius. I'm not usually a fan of puzzle games, but this one was pretty fun. It's a cross between Minesweeper and Picross and works quite well. Batman the Enemy Within. It was okay, I guess. I've already forgotten most of it though. South Park The Stick of Truth. Never watched South Park before, so I was unsure whether or not I would like this game, but once I started it, I was laughing constantly. Great game, and I'm looking forward to playing the sequel at some point. Yeah, they're both brilliant. Aiden definitely gets the Fractured Butthole done. That's the name of the sequel. So we've got Space Overlords, awful game. If it wasn't for the easy ultra rare trophies, nobody would play this trash. Spirit of the North. Basically Stray but with a fox instead of a cat. It's alright, I guess. Pyre, I love everything that Supergiant Games put out, and this is no different. Not my favourite from them, but that's like saying a 9 out of 10 game isn't as good as a 10 out of 10 game. It's true, but they are all amazing and worth playing. Lego Brick Tales, originally intended this to be my first plat for the Christmas challenge, but of course one of the trophies was glitched. Luckily the devs patched it before the challenge finished. Still kind of wish they hadn't, because then I would have had an excuse to never play this trash again. Golf with your friends. Someone of my friends has kindly offered to host a match on the new DLC so I could get the trophies without having to pay for it. That's very nice of them. Life is Strange 2. I heard this was the worst in the series, and so went in expecting it to suck, and I was actually surprised that I kind of enjoyed it.
I liked it.
They're all great. I mean, if I had to pick, it probably is the weakest one, but that doesn't mean it's bad like people are saying.
Sure that the others are better in terms of enjoyment.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
not like it's a bad game.
Well, that's it. It's like, you know, when you're picking, I don't know, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, you know, one of them has to be the weakest. They're all phenomenal, but one of them...
just had it with Spyro.
Well, yeah, it happens. But no, it's a brilliant game. It's just probably the weakest in the series. Lost in Random, a pretty average game to be honest, has a cool setting and an interesting idea, but I just found the combat so tedious and boring. Although on my second playthrough I did use some different abilities and found it a bit more fun, so maybe I just had a rubbish build equipped or something. Lord of the Rings Gollum. I heard all the stories about this game, so I just had to give it a go. And yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not even so bad. It's funny. It's just bad. Glad to have this prestigious game on my account now, though. God of War Ragnarok, cleaned up the Valhalla DLC, quite enjoyed it, but again, I was coming in after just playing Gollum, so I would have probably enjoyed anything. Yeah, fairs. Cuties Hacked, a game where you uncover pictures of scantily clad anime girls. It was 1p in the store, so I can't really complain.
You want to play it now?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty interesting. Yeah,
nice.
Very nice month, Aiden, as always, my friend.
Frogs?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Fro 6.
Guzz.
Yeah.
Fro 6. Guzz. I know.
Awkward. Go on, it's his first time posting.
I know, you've been rude.
I'm sorry.
Welcome.
Welcome, frogs. Hope you're well, bud. Hope you're well.
So after going about 3 to 4 months without a platinum, I managed to get 2 before the year is out. Very nice. So in that time, I've been working on Gran Turismo Sport before the server shut down. This was such a grind in the end and frustration trying to connect to a lobby. For the online stuff was horrible, but I got there in the end and seeing the pop was satisfying.
That's amazing. That's one I tried.
Yeah.
I just kept getting kicked out. Really annoying.
And then 28, we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Really enjoyed playing this and great for the nostalgia, taking me back to being in my late teens. Only trouble I had was with the Immortal Trophy. So big games for next year and I look forward to sharing it with the big group.
Awesome.
I added big. It's getting bigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome.
Welcome, and love seeing the first
cheeky
post.
little platinum level 2 there from Macy.
No longer a monthly platinum collection virgin. Love to see it. And a cheeky level up as well.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I didn't. What? I thought. So tired. I'm not even listening. I often don't.
You don't listen to me ever.
Oh, when you listen. So we've got Shaz. Love his new little avatar, by the way.
It's cool.
It's fantastic. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This game is quite literally just a Far Cry game with blue people, and of course the Ubisoft formula doesn't fail, and this is a very enjoyable game. However, when I did it, there were no guides, which made cleaning up the audio logs an absolute nightmare. Other than that, I recommend this game at about £35. I'd say that's a decent price for it. COD Modern Warfare 3, yeah, this game's absolute trash. My kills reset when I was halfway done with the Zombies trophy when Season 1 started, and then I had to redo them all. Wow. The multiplayer is absolute trash too. It's just a sweat fest, and the campaign is like 15 minutes long. The game's no rush and was so disappointing, and the most important and impactful death had no impact and was really anticlimactic. Congrats to everyone on their plats. Well done on what you did do there. Shaz, great work as always, bud.
Then we're moving on to Wes. Yet again, better than anything. 1 DLC, 1 game. God of War Ragnarok, same as Dead Island, 2 DLC came out, so I had to beat it. DLC was great, by the way. Sao Hollow Realization? Sao?
I think we had this, yeah, 'cause it was last month as well, so yeah. In here.
Oh, Sword Art Online.
That's it, that's the one.
Yeah, another long game, not as long as Hollow Fragment, but still 160 plus arrows.
Wow. 160 plus arrows? That's a lot of arrows. How big's the quiver?
Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet, Whip. Work in progress. Once again, see you next month, legends.
Whip. Ding. Work in progress. I love that. Fantastic as always, Wes. Love to see it and look forward to seeing what you do next, bud. We've got Scott Casper. It's not a platinum, but I have 100% Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Want to say thanks again to Taylor for helping and getting a couple of people to help for the 6-player trophy. Great game. Only thing here was the 50k kills. Glad I'd done before the Season 1 started. Now to 100 platinum. So when it happens, we see. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all. And congratulations to everyone this month. Happy hunting.
I just wanted to say, and to all a good night.
And same to you, Scott. Look forward to seeing what plats you post in the future, bud.
Gato. 3 plats, 2 DLC cleanups, 1 finished, 1 not. Minecraft Dungeons, I'm so close to now. Honestly, thanks once again to Vizey for the Ender's help. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, honestly chill game, nice to turn off and follow the flow of parkour. Nice to have an unobtainable on my account as well, just an overall Okay game that's neither good nor bad. Super Meat Boy.
At least you got it right this time.
did.
Yeah, because I spoiled it last month. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Because we'd done the monthly late. Again. Obviously, Catlord had already posted when they were close to finishing it,
Yeah.
but by the time we'd recorded the monthly, they had finished it off. So I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I was excited to congratulate them. Absolutely smashed it.
So honestly, what a game. It was actually really fun learning the no death runs until you hit that sweet floor where you finally did it. Up until about the fifth world's Dark World, Zombie Boy, where I just had enough. When I finally got Cotton Alley Dark done, the relief was crazy. Also, with the worlds, they start off difficult at first, but with enough practice, the entire game becomes pretty easy. So if you have enough skill to beat the 20 levels, eventually you'll build up enough muscle memory to get it done. Still so stressful. Don't think my heart will recover though. Very nice. Tales of Iron DLC. Honestly, still don't like the game, but luckily DLC was easy peasy. Sorry, I've never seen it like that before. I love that. Was 8th fastest achiever. But I've gone down to the 11th on the PS4 version due to people being delayed their updates, I suppose. Not really sure how it works. Anyway, glad to clean it up and glad to be relatively high on the leaderboard.
Very nice.
Then Persona 5. Music slaps so hard. Just such a good game. I'm glad I finally cleaned it up and just excited to when I get round to playing Royal?
Yeah, Persona 5 Royal.
But that can definitely wait. Play the game, but if you don't want to, at least check the game music out. What a year. Hopefully people's were as good as mine, and next year as well. May the trophy hunting be better next year as well. Some of the games I want to get round to, like Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, and the hard games like Trackmania and Super Meat Boy Forever.
Oh,
good luck to everyone in their future endeavours and general life as well.
Fantastic Catlord, unbelievable month. Super Meat Boy.
I love how people have done little kitty cats.
Where? Oh yeah, the little kitties. Get a little kitty. Right, so we've got Sturzy 14 platinums this month. Probably, I can't see the image to enlarge it. It's probably loads of break games and pinball or something. I know what he's like.
Does it make it any less?
Alright, I don't play groups anymore. I need to pick on someone else.
Pick on someone your own size.
14 platinums this month. Really enjoy unpacking The Gardens Between and The Grinch Christmas Adventures. They are my favourites for this month. Played a fair few Christmas games, didn't realise the fun. Run games were so short, made by same people from Break Games. Santa's World for my last platinum of the year was a nice chill platformer while I've been ill all over Christmas. Hope everyone has a better one. And me, hope everyone has a good new year. Same to you, bud, and I hope you're better now as well. So let's just enlarge that a little bit, which
I can't really see it all that well,
yeah,
but well done.
I can see all the run games. I can see, and I can see what you're doing, Adam.
So we move on to Ray. Dead Space, my one plat of the month, was incredible. Didn't expect to love it as much as I did. As mentioned before, the plat experience was good until the impossible run where I kept running into bugs that stopped progression. As it being stuck in the same place, doors not opening, etc. Still though, it was one of my many games of this year.
Many great games.
Great games, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Fantastic as always, Ray. So we've got Zoltan, 2 platinums and 1 DLC clean up this month. Hogwarts Legacy, this took the majority of the month. They definitely nailed the atmosphere, enjoyed it quite a bit. Awesome. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC, great addition to the game. When they announced this DLC was roguelike, I wasn't really excited for it, but thankfully it's more like Hades in that respect. Loved every minute. Alan Wake 2, I was looking forward to this game but wasn't prepared for how good it actually is. Came out of nowhere to be my game of the year. Some of the moments in this game are just unreal. Remedy is becoming a powerhouse. Nice. Love that. Yeah, nice little month there, Zoltan. Well done.
And we've got Rob. Hello there, just want to congratulate everyone on an amazing year in gaming and trophy hunting and for everyone's support this year. This community is the best and I look forward to seeing what everyone does in 2024.
Oh, such a cutie, isn't he? Such a little sweetheart.
Only one plat this month for me. I finished off God of War 2 on the Vita that I started on my holiday. It was really fun to play it again and I will do the 3rd game remastered in early 2024. Finished off the Arkham Knight Community Challenge trophies as well and just started 2 Lego games. Lego Jurassic Park with Kerry and Legends of Chima on the Vita. I'll chip away at them whenever we can be bothered playing them. Divinity Original Sin 2 has been my main focus this month on my second playthrough, collecting most of the trophies, and then got a permadeath run to do with my brother soon. I don't like the sound of permadeaths.
Yeah, permadeaths are quite brutal. They are scary.
Excited for 2024. I won't be gaming nearly half as much as I usually am, but it's a good way to organise my time better, to play games I really want to play instead of fluff. And my main goal will be to clean up my list as much as possible before Mini-Me arrives.
Fantastic. Absolutely love to see it, Roberto. Unbelievable as always, bud. So we have Hurricane 1997, got 10 platinums and 3 100% this month. Far Cry New Dawn, my least favourite Far Cry, just didn't really get into it. We've got Primal, I actually enjoyed this game. It was a nice change of pace from all those guns. Yeah, I agree, it's often considered one of the weaker ones because it's Far Cry but like prehistoric. So you've got like a spear and a bow and arrow and a club, and there's things like, I don't know, there's like saber-toothed tigers and woolly mammoths and tribes, people in caves. It's not like Far Cry, as a lot of people know, where you're running around with an M16 shooting soldiers. So yeah, it's quite an interesting take. Frogger Returns, this was a nostalgia trip as I enjoyed this game as a kid. Last Stop, the story of the game got me so confused of where it was going, but I enjoyed it. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus mini games, one of my favourite platformer games so far. Enjoyed every minute of it. Stroke the Dick. Played this as my 69th plat, enough said. I love it. Absolutely love it. Wow. Whew. Call of the Sea, it was a pretty decent story. Didn't notice it had a chapter selector. I thought I had to start a new game because I missed a trophy. Woodle Tree Adventures, nice little 100% platformer. Mirror Floor, absolutely despise these easy games that require me to survive 2 minutes. Burnout Paradise Remastered, love this game. I enjoyed this more than all of the racing games I've played. Happy holidays and happy new year. Fantastic, great little month there, love that. Very, very nice.
I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. So terrible. For Jeff or Becky, it is me. And it's me that forgot you remembered.
I did say that, yeah.
You remembered, it was me that forgot. I'm so sorry. I've got so many names at school to remember that I just can't get it anywhere else. Name outside of this, since it was requested in the last month's video but completely forgot, is Stephen. Sorry, Stephen. No plans for me this month, sort of, as I've been playing 2 very time-consuming games, Kingdom Come Deliverances, as well as starting GTA 5.
Deliverances?
Yep, I saw an S. I went with it. Kingdom Come Deliverance. This plot requires another playthrough of beating the main story without killing anyone, anywhere, and not having a good time in the bathhouse.
Sounds great. Sounds like a great place to stroke the dick.
So I'll be shelving this one for at least a few weeks before getting stuck in again.
Oh, getting stuck in again.
But I thought the point was you can't get stuck in again. That's the point.
See.
Grand Theft Auto 5. I have completed 99% of the single player, only needing to finish stunt jumps and the peyote planned collectible for the DLC. Only thing standing in my way is the multiplayer, with being level 50 at the time of writing and having boosted the majority of the co-op trophies. I really love my time in single player, and the multiplayer itself isn't too bad, but sometimes I wish I didn't need to do it. Spyro 3, didn't really know if I should place this as a December plot or a January one, so I'm saving to pop it shortly after midnight. As the platinum is called Party Like It's 2024.
Oh, really?
I'll leave a more detailed experience of the game in next month's post. Lastly, just wanted to add that I've achieved my first ultra rare this month and have racked the number up to 23.
Very nice.
I had plans to get 30 next year, but it seemed like I have to increase the number. Happy hunting in the new year, everybody, and I hope 2023 was kind to you.
Fantastic, Stephen. Love that. Brilliant. And that Spyro, I didn't even realise. Party Like It's 2024.
That's really good.
That is really, really cool. So we have next. As per usual, everyone has done an absolutely phenomenal this year. 2023 has been a roller coaster game wise, but personally it's been the best so far and run of awful ones. Thanks for everything, guys, and here's to 2024. I've managed 8 plants this month, which is probably the best I've done all year, and a brilliant way to round off 2023. So we've got Paw Patrol Mighty Pups, also known as Paw Souls 2 Nexus Redemption Edition. Just another Paw Patrol game, except I didn't nearly cry trying to get one singular bone during this one. Ironed me. This was one of the worst games I've played all year, maybe in my entire gaming lifespan. Look, I'm bad at platformers, I am, but a Ratalaika game has no business being that hard. It very nearly became my 13th reason. Aerial Knights Never Yield. This was a fun little parkour game that I managed to complete in a couple of hours gameplay. We've got Venba, one of the best games I played this year, no doubt. I saw it advertised at the Game Awards and thought I'd give it a go, as it seemed like a sweet little narrative-based thing. To anyone who hasn't, please play this game. It deserves so much more love than it gets. Venba, yeah, we'll certainly check it out. Part 2 below. So we've got Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. What? This is a fun couple of hours with some brilliant, cheesy as duck puns.
Duck.
Yeah, I like it. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Is that real? Because I know what Nex is like, and I've never. Oh no, it's there. It's actually there. There it is. 83%. I can't play it. It's too high. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. What is that? Wow. Okay, so we've got 12 minutes. This delightfully ducked up time loop of a game. It took psychological thriller back to its roots and capitalised on it. It was really, really, truly something. And to avoid giving anything away, all I'll say is that ending, yike, not even yikes, just one singular yike. It Takes Two. This is without a doubt one of the best games I've ever played. I loved every second. It was also my very PC Master Race partner's first platinum. Ooh. And that speaks volumes. Awesome. And then finishing off, Platinum 123 for Nex is Superbox Delivery. Solely and recommend. Sounded fun. Was fun. For 39p, 10 out of 10.
Very nice.
Love that.
And we're on to Mark. Just 3 plats and the old Killing Floor DLC clean up again. Steam World Heist, not a bad little strategy game, except the RNG drops for a few items. Team Sonic Racing, heard a lot of bad things about the AI companions, probably only failed 5 times from it. Really enjoyed it for the most part. God Eater Resurrection, it was okay, just something to grind on my Vita while out or doing stuff. Great year, it's all here.
And breathe, and go again.
Great year all. Here's to an even better 2024. My brain could not comprehend what was happening there. I do apologise.
Love it.
Very nice, Mark.
Very nice as always. A beautiful Welshman. Right, so we've got Black Phantom up next. This was a good month, getting a lot of completion percentage added to my account and even barely passing my yearly goal of 70%. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. As a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, there was no way I wouldn't play this game. A fantastic revisit the story I grew up with. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, a 13-year cleanup from back in the day. A simple platformer based on the movie, nothing too crazy or exciting. Rain, what an amazing story with beautiful music on this puzzle platformer game. I don't know how I missed it back in the PS3 years. I totally recommend it. My Big Sister, a pixel horror story that builds up a nice atmosphere, and of course my favourite part, multiple endings. Tales of Iron and God of War Valhalla DLCs. So Tales of Iron DLC added a few extra side storyline quests that were a bit boring because you had to go back and forth to the same places over and over again. Valhalla DLC was just amazing to go through. I won't say much because it's still fresh and I don't want to spoil anything, but if you own Ragnarok, must play DLC content. Super Weekend Mode, a simple arcade game with a small twist where you control 2 pads instead of 1 to shoot from. Just ignore them. From the same studio that made My Big Sister comes another nice pixel horror story with a nice atmosphere and multiple endings. We've also got Cuties Hacked 100%, a free game that only wanted it for the extra percent of completion, to be honest. The Innsmouth case, okay. I love crafty and visual novel with a great story, music, and of course multiple endings. And last but not least, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, isn't it? Rather than Fight, I can't remember the name of the title. A 5-year clean-up. I'm not a fighting style kind of guy, but I like it a lot. The grind both for the 20mm Zenny and 530k BP were two of the worst grinds I've ever done in any game. The gameplay was really nice, as well as story mode. What an amazing year everyone had. I hope the next one will allow you more plats and funny more for all to share. Happy New Year, and to you as well, Mr. Phantom. And Blaze is still also embracing...
No, he's not.
Oh, right, okay.
I still need hoes with a crying face.
Right, okay, makes sense.
Sup y'all, hope everyone had a fabulous month, because I know I had. After barely getting any last month, I decided to get a few more plats. As always, I'm a ranking from the worst to the best. Ice Age,
Scratch Nutty Adventure.
That's it. You really got to try to be worse than My Little Pony. Hey, My Little Pony was alright, you know.
Nah, it was, and Ice Age is definitely better than My Little Pony.
Really?
It was alright. It's a good little platformer, just to collect the fun, but it was definitely better than My Little Pony.
Fast and Furious Spy Racers, I guess this was fine, but I just like racing games. Did you play that?
Is that the
cartoony one?
Yeah, isn't that the slow and steady Spy Racers? Because there's nothing fast.
Oh yeah.
Is that one? I feel like it is, yeah.
My Little Pony, do I need to say more? Concrete Genie, what? Quite net game in my opinion.
He's definitely not getting any holes with these.
I disagree with your opinion.
With these hot takes.
A Hat in Time, I don't know what it is about this game, but it just didn't click with me. I tried so hard to like it, but I just couldn't. Medieval, I don't know why, but I just didn't want to play this. But I did it for the challenge anyways, and I'm glad I did. Sim, cute little game, but nothing to write home about. Suicide Guy, Sleeping Deeply, game that costs like 10 cents, was kind of fun though. Undertale, it's kind of good, it doesn't deserve all the hype in my opinion. Thymesia, this game could have been a bit higher if Order just disappeared from somewhere into a back room. But I gotta disagree with Jeff a bit, it certainly wasn't a 6 or even a 5.
He doesn't like Concrete Genie, so his opinions don't matter, I'm afraid.
Superliminal, on my first run I hated it, on my second I hated it a bit less, and on my third I just fell in love with the game. From here I just loved every game. Here, Last Stop, a great story game where the episode was kind of boring. The last episode was kind of boring though. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, I really love this one. It makes me want to play all Ratchets. Dishonored, T.O.T.O. I don't know.
It's, I can't think.
Dishonored, I just loved how I could play the game however I pleased. Life is Strange True Colours, felt like this is the game from the series that has the most choices that actually do something. Yes, I concur. What Remains of Edith Finch, wow, this game is so short yet so awesome. I was confused by so friggin' much. It is good for doing that.
Yeah.
Far Cry 6, I just know I'm gonna be crucified for this, but I for real couldn't understand the hate about this game. The main story is very meh, but the factions are one of the best stories I've ever played, and also the map is awesome. That's all from me. I wish all of you have a wonderful year.
Honestly, not crucified at all. I thought Far Cry 6 was great as well. Yeah, I think it gets too much hate. I think all the Far Cry games do. I think they're actually really good. They generally have a really good antagonist.
Yeah.
I don't think there was enough of, what's his name? Is it Giancarlo Esposito? It could have been. You don't know who that is.
No, but no.
He's from like.
I know. I laughed because what was his name again? And pulled out like a really complicated name, like it was just normal to remember that.
I'm sure that's it. No, the reason I know that name's in my head, but I'm trying to think if that's his name. He was in like Breaking Bad. He's been in Mandalorian. And some other things.
Oh, so an actual human being.
An actual human being.
Bean.
A bean.
Don't eat him.
But yeah, I like Far Cry 6 and all of the Far Cry games. So we've got Stephen up next, managed 6 platinums this month. Styx, Master of Shadows, an alright stealth game. The combat is terrible though, can't recommend this game. We've got Prey. I really wish I'd have done a blind playthrough of this game. It's a great survival horror style game with lots of lore and side quests you can do. I'd recommend it to anyone. Oddworld Soulstorm, a decent platformer. The trophies make you play in crap ways if you want the plat faster though. Unfortunate as I feel it would be more fun. Saving and killing who you want to friend or foe. Oddworld New and Tasty. Played another Oddworld game back to back as that's what my Rainer game rolled me. This game was easier to plat than Soulstorm, was worse technically though. After 2 games I can say the franchise for me. The Evil Within. Another great survival horror game. This is my second stack of the game. Game challenges you every run, from a no upgrade playthrough, a speed run, an Akumu, the infamous one-hit death run. Overall I enjoy this game, and with patience and determination anyone can plat it. The story is very convoluted and hard to follow in my opinion though. And then finishing off with Blasphemous, a 2D action platformer with sword and magic play, a great art design. I enjoyed it, even if I followed Optanoob's walkthrough for the whole thing. Lol. Here he is. Oh, more food.
Ooh.
So it's reminded me, do you know what Craig keeps sending me on TikTok? You know where that news reporter stops the guy in Middlesbrough and he's asking him to say tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So everybody is convinced that that's what we sound like, but we don't. It's just the odd few. And battery saver.
Yeah, I just see that. I just see that.
No one's seen it.
We're going to run out of battery. Yeah, we honestly don't all sound like that. I am from Middlesbrough, whereas you're not. You're from Stockton.
But to be fair though, it's like 5 minutes in the car.
Yeah, they're not
isn't
far.
it?
To be fair, I think like they're very similar anyway, aren't they? We've both got the poorer parts of the areas and the better parts, like anywhere. And yes, some people do speak, but my mum and dad, like I didn't really, but I might as well have got one if I didn't say my T's. Butter.
That's what the news guy's saying to us, and he said,
butter.
He said, say butter, and he's
no, he doesn't, but he goes butter, and we wouldn't say that because we say oh, so we would never say it how he says it anyway.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I would never go tomorrow. If that's not for me.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, it's still tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, isn't it?
But yeah, we do have a bit more of that.
That happens a lot with like even days of the week, like
Monday,
like
Monday.
Friends and things at work. They'll say, "What are you doing on Saturday?"
Saturday.
But it's definitely Saturday.
Red car.
No, it's not for me. That definitely red car. But yeah, so we have a good laugh over over that clip anyway. It's quite funny.
Is it or is it me?
It's you, isn't it?
Is it me?
Absolutely.
Yes. Bandersnatch.
Yes.
Craig. Great to end the year, everyone. No. Great end to the year, everyone. Lots of great platinums this month. Just the one platinum, including the 100% for the month for me. Saints Row. That is all. Finished up all the DLC from my PS4 series completion after the glitch that stopped my platinum last month. Massive thank you to Leon for jumping into my game and saving me hours of tedious gameplay for this one. If you haven't started it, don't. If you have started it, stop. If you're considering it, no. Best achievement this month was making this massive breakfast crumpet sandwich. Yes, that's black pudding.
Mate, that's grim.
Do you know what?
That's honestly...
Black pudding. That is all.
Do you know what? Apart from the black pudding and
it does look nice. To be fair, you love a crumpet.
And the severe lack of tomato ketchup, that's not too bad.
Happy New Year, everyone. Looking forward to seeing what 2024 brings.
Oh, I'm hungry now. Why did you do that, Craig? Bedtime soon, but now I'm starving. So we've got Ryan up next. Hello all, 5 platinums for this month, 75 for the year in total. Wow, very impressive. So we've got Arkham Asylum. Never thought I would finish these as the combat challenges were a struggle, but I guess you keep playing and you'll get there. Arkham Knight, similar to the previous, didn't think I would finish, but wasn't too doing the challenges or the DLC they added was fun going back to it. Don't know about 100% though. The Longest Road on Earth, simple point and click game with very good soundtrack. Unpacking was fun, to be fair, actually reminds me of moving into places in real life, juggling around where to put everything, fun plat to get. We've got Battlefield 4, another long completion of 10 years, back around June time before the World Cup. I do multiplayer with Mark and Spud. So many thanks. Was a grind, but good laugh as well. As always, great month and all the best for 2024. Can't wait to see what you all do. Fantastic month there, Ryan. Love that.
We've got Richard. Congrats, everyone. Having a storming month as always. Happy to end the year with 2 sequels of high quality and 100% Abzu. All brilliant games and well worth doing. Happy New Year and happy hunting. So Mass Effect Legendary Edition and Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, fantastic. Very well done.
Got Uncharted. Legendary Edition wasn't finished.
I'm with you. Fantastic. So we've got 2 left. So first we're doing Spud. So a bit late, but just the 1 platinum in December for me. But it was a good one to get. PUBG, thanks to Ryan, Flick and Bartek for the help with this one. Had some good games with you guys. My new rarest platinum. It isn't a great game to be honest, but made easier playing with others. And a super duper ultra rare at 1.25%. Amazing work, Spud, as always, buddy. And then finishing us off,
we have Tommy. My completed games in December and my goal for reaching 3,000 ultra rare trophies.
Wow.
Been finally achieved. This was my goal for some time now. January, I'm thinking of finishing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 for full set of that series to 100% and doing some ultra rare trophies in the process.
3,000 ultra rares. That's crazy, that. Like, even if you're going out of your way to get them, like, that's just absolutely insane. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Blimey, wow. So we have a...
There you go, a little gander.
A little goosey.
I pulled the microphone.
We find at the end that we're talking and there's no sound. Yeah, unbelievable. That's just crazy. That amount of ultra rares making us all look bad. So yeah, unbelievable December, considering again it is a busy time for everyone and everyone's still smashing it, fitting those games in. As always, from now, once you've seen this, if you want to drop the Legend Rare message with who you feel deserves to be December champion.
Remember, it doesn't have to be just because they've got the best, the most ultra rares, they've done the most games. It could be based off. But before we finish though, I do need to say something.
Oh yeah.
It's not a video without mentioning the fraud.
Well, yeah, because he hasn't posted, which I am a little bit disappointed.
And he did make a point of saying, even when I'm not part of something, I end up being part of it. I'm just proving your point.
Yeah, so...
I'm just proving that point, fraud.
Super fraud.
Even more of a fraud now that you haven't posted.
Fraudy.
And Mrs. Fraud over there.
I love that, yeah. So, he hasn't frauded his way through any games, has he, in December? How's he managed that? But yeah, so drop Ray a message with who you feel deserves it, deserves it with whatever the reason may be. I don't think enough people are voting, and it's keeping the votes.
The same people are either getting them or it's a landslide because
we'd like
there's 3 votes and they're all the same person.
Yeah, so that's it. There's only a couple of votes, so we'd like more people to be voting. It would be good to try and make it a little bit more competitive, and of course this person's going to keep the title until we record February's
in 11 days.
Well, no, this one is going to. So, well, we're doing the next one in 11 days.
That's what I mean.
But the title for this one, they're going to retain it till the one after.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 2 running together. But yeah, please, go and vote with send Ray a DM. And
as always, like, comment and subscribe.
All the juicy stuff, yeah. Links are in the description below, so if you're not in the Discord, you can see it's on screen.
Why not? Why wouldn't you be?
You can see it from what we've gone through there, what you can see on screen, how much of an amazing community it is. So come and join, there's loads of good stuff happening, not just a monthly Platinum collection. There's other links in there as well to like mine and Becky's PSN profiles if you want to have a look. My socials and things, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon's in there if you'd like to support us a little bit further so we can do more with the channel, which is what we want to do. We're just quite limited at the minute. But yeah, had fun as always, haven't we? I've enjoyed it, even though it's now 10 to 10. Falling asleep as we're doing this. And we're that tired I forgot to plug the charger in, so we had a little bit of
lost the laptop.
Nearly lost it. But yeah, it's been fun as always. We're going to try and get this to be a lot better in terms of being on time.
Yes.
But yeah, hopefully you liked it. And whatever you're doing, look after yourself. And we will see you in the next one.